Mahasivaratri, which took place on February 27th, is one of the 2 days of the year when all the monks worship as a group in Kadavul Temple. Everyone who attends has the feeling that they are joining in with the monks in their personal worship. A talk by Gurudeva about Shiva was played, followed by a talk by Bodhinatha, elaborating on the 9 ways to merge with Shiva. After successful youth workshops in Trinidad and Texas, Satguru Bodhinatha Swami participated in the 4th Interfaith panel event in Midland, Texas on February 19th. Bodhinatha, the only out-of-towner, was joined by a Jewish rabbi, a Catholic Monsignor, an Episcopal bishop, and a Baptist pastor in answering questions posed by the community. The clergy group has developed a camaraderie over the past 4 years that displayed itself in an increased cordiality and respectful banter.
Non-Christian children are frequently told by their peers that they are going to go to hell. Knowing that such comments can create fear and insecurity in young minds, how would you address this topic with your congregation? Dr. Everett.
I know sometimes we may come across as uncaring to people of other religions when we talk to them about that, but if we believe that there is a heaven and hell, and we didn't mention that to someone, then wouldn't you believe we loved you less or really didn't believe what we claim to believe? And I hope you'll understand that we're doing that not in a condemning way, but because we want everyone to go to heaven. I mean, we want people to know Christ and to live with Him and reign with Him forever and ever. But to use that with a child just seems, in my spirit and how I understand Scripture, it just seems to be so inappropriate. And we're really sorry, if your children had been exposed to that.
Many times younger kids are simply parroting what they hear at church or at home. It is really more of a sense of ignorance or a fear of diversity to say, I need to pray for your soul, or to say, you're going to go to hell, or to say, why don't you believe? We're talking about the children on the playground or in the classroom. Those who I fault are their role models because they fill their minds with this information that isn't the same for everybody to feel that way. And it's really the way that children, not just with this subject, but it's how children become racist or homophobic or anti-Semitic or anti-certain ethnicities and hateful of other groups. It's really anyone who is different, because children don't know, and they learn things as they go along. And really the way that they learn is from role models.
This question came as a kind of a surprise to me because I'm just not used to intimidating somebody by saying, if you don't do such and such, you're going to go to hell. That's simply not the way we approach things. There is, as Dr. Everett said, the belief in hell and that some people might go there if they die unrepentant, but that's not the kind of thing that we're going to push or promote or try to intimidate people with.
I remember talking to one father here in Midland about this very point, and he was upset that his child had been approached. And what became apparent to me was that the child didn't have a ready answer, that was really part of the problem. A child had no clue what to say if approached in this way. And therefore, my response was that we need to train our children, if they're Hindu children, in this case, what to say. So in this case, I believe the child was around 10 years old, so you need a very simple answer at the 10-year-old level, and he had been told he was going to go to hell because he didn't believe a certain way. So I thought a good answer was, well, in our religion, everyone goes to heaven. It's a pretty good answer, I thought. Well, why is that? Well, the Hindu believes in reincarnation. Not that everyone is a saint in this life and qualifies for permanent residence in heaven, but that over a period of lives, we all become more and more spiritual and do eventually end up in heaven. We never want to criticize any religion and never want to dissuade a member of any religion from following it. However, when it comes to this type of conversion effort of children to children, we do feel it needs to be criticized.
In our Episcopal schools, we've always had people from many, many different backgrounds and religious communities. Everyone is welcome together. We're in a search for the truth and wanting to learn how to live the virtuous lives, and it means everyone is to be honored. And this kind of behavior is just not acceptable at all.
The Siddhidatta Kulam is building new raised beds for the monastery's organic vegetable garden and clearing brush from the fence line of the recently acquired adjacent land. The Pillayar Kulam has opened minimela.com distribution centers for Gurudeva's books in Canada and Australia to eliminate the expensive shipping costs from the USA to those countries. And the Lambodara Kulam redecorated Kadavul Temple with new tombais.